How do we gain freedom from disease? All right, that is the question for today. That is the question for number 84 on the list of the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life. If you'd like to get a complete listing of all of those 144, kind of an abstract form, just click the link in the description and I will send that to you for free. Also, if you'd like to just get a refresher course on your elementary Tree of Life, just enough to follow along on these videos, just watch my video called Tree of Life, an Introduction. And that should get you up to speed to the point where, you can follow along. It's just a 10-minute video. Okay, now today we're talking about number 84 on the list. And here is the Tree of Life. This is basically a map of our consciousness. And as I've been talking about in these videos, it's a symmetrical diagram from left to right. And so it can be inverted to go this way as well. And depending, according to my hypothesis, depending on whether you're in the beta brainwave state or alpha, delta, or theta. Alpha, delta, or theta causes the left-hand side to be the future. So this is going to be the left-hand side if you're in alpha, beta, or alpha, gamma, alpha, theta, or delta brainwave state. And this would be the left-hand side if you're in beta. That's my hypothesis, but that's the way I'm seeing it right now. I'd love to have conversations about that. Anyway, moving forward, the Tree of Life is basically a map of our consciousness, and each one of these circles or spheres is an aspect of our consciousness, or a potential of our consciousness, or a faculty of our consciousness. And there are 10 of these plus the abyss plus the 0 above the tree. So a total of 12 different aspects of our consciousness. And today for number 84, we're centered here in the fourth sphere. And you may recall that the fourth sphere corresponds to our sense of law and order, or our understanding of law and order. This is our where cosmologies fit in. Cosmologies, media that purport to discuss all of the fundamental origins of society and the purposes. Where did we come from? What are we doing here? Who is God? Where did God? What is God doing? What's the purpose of the whole thing? How do all these different species and all fit together and mesh together in this grand symphony that the Chinese call the Tao? And this also corresponds to our insight, being able to go inside to get answers to long-standing questions of scientific cosmology. But unlike the seventh sphere intuition, the fourth sphere intuition requires great dedication and study and background before we're able to actually properly translate the detailed messages that we're going to be getting from our insides, our intuition. Also, this corresponds to synchrony, or syncretism, or synthesis, the opposite of analysis. Analysis, taking things apart according to their inner function, or their inner characteristics. Synthesis is putting them together based on their internal and their abstract qualities, whereas this is putting things together according to their simple, concrete qualities. This is their abstract qualities, their function. And the syncretism goes in well with the cosmology, because we have so many different cosmologies out there that ultimately for an individual doing all of that kind of a study, we have to be able to mix and match and put things together based on their similarities and do the things that we feel are correct, or believe in the things that we feel are correct when we're putting together our own cosmology. Okay, then the fourth sphere also corresponds to love, language, universal law, universal love, universal language. Universal love being able to love our enemies, to give, seeking, and nothing in return. And the universal language, again, having an inner understanding of language, not having to be taught, but being able to understand it implicitly. Okay, now when we have the 12, so that is one of our 12 aspects of consciousness. Now, how we get from 12 to 144 is we take the tree basically to the second power. 12 times 12 is 144. So what we're doing is we're taking the whole tree and we're boiling it down to a small size so that it fits on each one of the spheres, each one of the 12. So we're basically taking 12 by 12. 12 aspects of the 10th sphere, 12 aspects of the 9th sphere, 12 aspects of the 8th sphere, and so on. And in this case, 12 aspects of the 4th sphere, a mini 10th sphere, a mini 9th sphere, a mini 8th sphere, a mini 7th sphere, and so on within the 4th sphere. And for number 84, what we're really talking about is the 0 sphere aspect of the 4th sphere. So we're talking, the relevant sphere here is the 0 sphere. And the 0 sphere corresponds to nothingness, corresponds to 0, corresponds to a mystery. Whereas the first sphere is about everything, the 0 sphere is about nothingness. But the nothingness, even though it is not part of the universe, there is no nothing in the universe, it is still part of the creator, part of the divine. It is the aspect that the divine preserves for itself. So there, even though the 0 is not part of the universe, it is part of God or the creator. But it's the part that the creator reserves for itself. So we have no direct access to this. This also corresponds to inner peace, which is really like no emotion. This is where the creator of the universe, the first sphere, the higher self, has no emotion, and so is able to tune into an inner level of inner peace. So those qualities all go with this 4th sphere thing to make up number 84, which is called fearless free, or free will, fear won't. Stage 84 is about transcending fear by exerting free will. Keeping the heart stable to live truth is satipatthana. Free will and the end of fear won't. All free will includes a hill, a killer hill. You must go against the grain of the mill to exercise free will. The study of natural law is the unbeaten path, censored from our lives. But at intersections, at vertexes in the timelines, destiny can be changed by a free will choice. At encounters that offer an alternative path. Our study will teach us that the best ways to get free are sun on the skin, in the eyes, clean air in the lungs, a living water infusion, and an active body. Divinity or spirit enters humanity through the breath. Breath is spirit. Oxygen is life. Oxygen therapies restore life. Breathing was a science long, long ago, before our sick allopathic medicine, while Westerners lived in their caves, way before Westerners and their widgets, before sunglasses and sunscreens, reverse osmosis and chlorine, air filters and vapor machines, before the birth of R&D, before founding the Royal Society, even before the oath of Hippocrates, long, long before, deeper breathing results in clearer, deeper thinking, or even no thinking at all. Oxygen is also contained in water. Living water is the fountain of youth. Ask Emoto or Schoberger. An infusion of living water is easiest through fresh, raw, ripe, organic fruits and vegetables. A slow process that will still result in freedom from all disease. The fountain of youth comes from fruit. Fruit is the fountain of youth, the water of youth. Just fruit and vegetables, mostly fruit, and almost no fat. Breath and sunlight and exercise. All else is superfluous and harmful for our ape-like body. The fruit will give us the energy we need to exercise, but we must have the understanding and the discipline to follow these natural laws. It is all so free and simple. It is natural to always be healthy. A healthy body automatically defends itself against infection. Diseases are not diseases at all. They are only symptoms of the one disease, toxemia, a poisoned, deoxygenated bloodstream. If the body is provided with the correct proportions of natural food, together with rest, sunshine, fresh air, and exercise, then we will be free of that one disease. So, study the natural law, use our free will to implement the law, and set aside our fear. Our freedom is ensured by immune health, the ultimate form of wealth and success, health and wealth being. All right, that is number 84. Free will, fear won't. And that is the zero fractal of the fourth sphere. So that will wrap up the fourth sphere for this study. We'll have much more to say about that as we go on, and I'm sure that many of you will disagree with what I'm saying about these things about diet. But you know, we can sort through those discussions as we move along. The one thing that I would say is that you can check out any of my 3 workout videos that are on this channel, on this YouTube channel, and you can assess for yourself whether a fruit diet will provide you with proper levels of energy that you need. Okay, now thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. We will be going into the abyss, starting with number 85, coming up very, very shortly. So stay tuned for that. Click the link in the description if you'd like that free copy of the 144 Fractal Faculties of the Tree of Life. You can also donate to me directly through Venmo and Cash App listed in the description. And otherwise, you know, just stay tuned, have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you back sometime soon.